As a matter of fact, foreigners in China are famous for being unserious students. You know what I'm talking about. Chinese will be Chinese. And you'll be like, what? This one is in China. It's not me. I'm not the problem. You're the problem. Adjust your crown and move on. Hey EJ fam, what's good? What's poppin'? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new on the channel, hi, you're welcome. My name is Gloria and I live in China with my family. I am also a PhD student at Hohai University. I make videos about faith and our lives as a black family living in China. I also make helpful videos about studying in China or getting scholarships and just how you can live and thrive and be happy while living in China. So if that kind of video interests you, then definitely subscribe to the channel. In this video today, I am going to be giving you guys 5 tips, 5 very helpful tips to survive living in China or studying in China as a black person. Make sure to stay to the end because it gets better, okay? The points gets better. And also if there are any other tips that you guys have that will help us, okay, because we're here for each other, we're here to help each other survive this country. So if there are any other tips that you guys think will help black people living in China or expats generally, not just black people, whether you're black, white, yellow, green, these tips are definitely going to be helpful for you as long as you are living in China or any other country abroad for that matter. Without wasting much time, let's delve right into it. My number 1 tip would be to make connections. And by make connections, I mean come out of your shell, okay? Make connections, get to know people, get to mingle, especially with people in the black community. I know that for some reason, right, it just seems as if in China, everybody is just being on their own. People are just minding their business and just, you know, doing things in their own way. And honestly speaking, I feel like this is not really the way to go. If you want to thrive, if you want to live and be happy and live a fulfilled life in this China, you just have to get to know people around you, okay, whether even they are black or white, as long as they are foreigners like you or foreign expats like you. Just get out of your way to get to know those people. Now, making connections are going to bring you in contact with a lot of different people, like people that can even help you in the future, people that can help you in so many different ways. Of course, we know that China has a very diversified, multicultural expat society. So there are people from like all over the world, literally. It was when I came to China that I got to know about some countries. Like I didn't know those countries existed before I came to China, and then I meet someone and they're like, I'm from this place. I'm like, from where? Where is that place? And I don't know, I feel like a lot of people can relate to what I'm saying, because it's like when you go out of your way to get to know people or to get to interact with people, you find out that there are so many different worlds out there that you don't even know about, that you can learn a thing or two from just meeting people from those places, okay? So you don't even have to travel the world to experience the world. You can just travel the world through people, basically. So let's say you know people from Singapore, Iran, the USA, Australia, Korea, Japan, Thailand. Like you just know some of these people, some of these nationals that are living in China, and then you can get to even have a peek into what their world is like. Do you guys get what I mean? It's also very important to make connections with actually black people, like your fellow Africans or your fellow Nigerians or people from your country and things like that. Especially also when it has to do with joining groups. Some people are in China but they're not even in, their group association in China. Let's say for example Nigerians in China. There's some Nigerians in China that are not even part of the groups of Nigerians in China. Do you guys get what I mean? So it's like they're passing information, they're passing tips, they're passing so many. I know those groups sometimes can be overwhelming to keep up with, let's just put it that way, but those groups also are packed with a lot of informative messages and things that will help you actually, but you miss out on them. Why? Because you don't check the group messages or you are not part of the group, okay? So it's very important to stay connected. I'm going to give a very quick example, and that is the fact that there is a group that I am in on WeChat right now, and that group is called African Food. That group is basically a group where foodies basically, or people who are very interested in cooking and food stuff or food They just post a lot of links or a lot of recipes that, you know, we can make with the ingredients that we can find here in China, but these are like local recipes as well. And trust me, there were actually some or a lot of things that I didn't even know that were available in China that I got to find out through that group. So it's like one day somebody posts link of maybe crayfish or cassava or just some very native-y kind of items or ingredients, and you'll be like, what? This thing is in China? It's like, where have I been? Like, where has this thing been all my life? It is what being connected does for you. Or if you are trying to relocate to China, or you are already in China, you're a new student, these are tips that will help you a whole lot. So start asking questions. If there are Nigerians in your school, ask them, are there any groups I need to join? Are there any, like, is there anything you guys are doing? Please involve me. Involve me. Don't be left out. Okay. The second tip that I have for surviving or thriving basically as a black person in China is focus on the reason you're here. Focus. I feel like focus can never be overemphasized, and it is one thing a lot of us lack. Like, a lot of people lack focus. So it's like you're in a new country and then suddenly you're just like, okay, throw caution to the wind. Now, I'm not saying, okay, you're in a new country, you should not flex or you should not live your life or things like that, but always realize that there's a reason. There's a reason that you spent, or your parents or your guardians or any other person spent a lot of money to send you to school in China, to send you to study medicine or any other one of these courses that we come here to study, right? There's a reason you flew hours all the way from your country to come to this place, and that should be your number one priority. As a matter of fact, foreigners in China are famous, or let's say notorious, that's the word, for being unserious students. The ones that are studying, for example, like, they are notorious for just not being serious with their studies. They are always going clubbing or partying and things like that, and they don't even read their books, they don't work hard, and it's like they don't even take their schooling or what they're doing here serious. And trust me, it doesn't tell good on you, and at the end of the day, you're going to feel very bad with yourself, because you'll be like, what have I been doing all these years? Let's say, for example, because you're not being serious with your studies, you now fail some of your courses or a lot of your courses. In fact, I heard the story of somebody that the person, let me not even say the person's gender, the person repeatedly kept failing and failing. Like, they will write a course and fail it, and write it the next year and fail it, and write it the next year and fail it. And I'm just like, just go home. Sis, bro, just go home. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your parents' money. And some of us, like, it's actually our parents. Some of us are not even here on scholarship. Our parents are working hard and sending us to school here, and we're just blowing the money. We're just living life. I don't want this video to have too much of a serious tone to it, so I'm just going to tone it down and move on to the next point. Chinese will be Chinese. That's right, read my lips. Chinese will be Chinese, and there's nothing you can do about it. A whole lot of people have the experiences, of Chinese people, sneaking up on them, taking their pictures, just being not so nice sometimes. And for your sake, for your sanity, just understand that it's not you, it's them. So every time that you have this experience of a Chinese person, please don't take it to heart, okay? Don't take it too seriously, even though I know that sometimes it can be painful, because even me personally, sometimes it really gets to me. But just learn to drop it where it happens, okay? If they see you and they spit, or they see you and they cover their nose mask, or they see you and they say hey gui, or they see you and they just do something that is not nice, just drop it. Just be like, you know what? It's not me. I'm not the problem. You're the problem, okay? So it doesn't take anything out of you. Adjust your crown and move on, okay? Literally put a big smile on your face and be happy, because these people will annoy you. Hey, Chinese will annoy you. And if you're going to get offended at everything that they do, you're going to live a very sad life in this country. Honestly speaking, you're going to live a very unfulfilled life, because sometimes you don't even want to go out, because you don't want to have to deal with them, or experience some of these things that they do. And not going out is not going to help you in the long run. Do you get what I mean? So just understand that yes, there is low-key, the R word here. It is here. It is very subtle, but it is here, because the difference between racism in China and racism in like the US. is that in the US it is more violent. Like in the US, you know, they are pinning you down and you are screaming, I can't breathe, okay? But here, nobody's going to attack you, nobody's going to beat you for being black, but the subtle things they're going to be doing to you, you will know that these people, they have it. On the days that you are motivated, okay, you can actually decide to, you know, be like, hey, no, don't do that, or don't take my picture, or delete my picture. Sometimes the day I have energy, I'm just like, nope, you took my picture, delete it. Other days, it's like I'm seeing you take my picture and I'm just like, you want a picture, let me pose for you now. You got me now. Oh, you like another one? Literally, that's me some days, because I can't be bothered, and I can't just let you be ruining my mood, you know, every time I'm out there. Like, nah. The fourth point we're going to be talking about is remember your roots. Remember your roots. When I say remember your roots, I'm just trying to encourage us to try to be mindful of the lives that we live in this country. Be mindful of the person that you are portraying, while remembering where you're coming from. Some of us, we came from like, where we're coming from, like if you go to our home, or if you go to our houses back in Africa, it's like it's a very humble beginning. Some of us come from the village, okay? Forget that Chinese people see us and they're just like, oh, for you to be able to come to China, it must mean that your parents are very rich. Some of us come here on scholarship, like, because you got the scholarship, that's why you came here. And it's not as if the condition of your parents back home is very, very wow, okay? But we just come here and then suddenly we're acting like we have arrived. Nobody can talk to us, you know, we can't put our head down. We are just remember where we are coming from. A lot of us also, when it comes to do with like the spiritual aspect of it, a lot of us are coming from very, very Christian backgrounds. Like some of us, our fathers are pastors, our mothers are deaconesses, like, you were brought up in church, like you know the word of God, you are a Christian from home, but you come here and you're like, you know what, now is the time to live my life. I will do what I want, I will be free. And so I even see some people that I know that I'm just like, but would you do this if you were back home? Would you do this if your father and your mother were here to see you? So you come to China and suddenly you are going clubbing every weekend, you are doing this, you are drinking, you are smoking, you are womanizing, you are manizing, because it goes both ways. Some of our girls, we just come here and you know what, and we are like, okay, now is the time for me to explore and do everything, and this is not even who you are. This is not even who you are from home. If your parents were to see you if your parents were to see the version of you that you have created in this China, they will be like, that's not my child, that's not my daughter, no, that's not my son, that can't be my son, because they know who you were from back home. So I want to encourage us. I know it's not easy. The truth is that when people come abroad, a lot of times it just seems like the opportunity to, you know, go wayward, or go, you know, just start doing things that you're not used to, or things that is not typically you, both on the girl's side and on the boy's side. And trust me, I am speaking to you with so much love and with so much concern. And I just hope and I pray that this message is going to be for someone, and this message will encourage someone. I'm not saying don't. In fact, my last point is I'm actually going to be telling you to, you know, live your life, but that doesn't mean do things that is going to harm you or put you in danger. For some of us, we became so wrapped up in this life that you get caught up in the wrong crowd, and one thing leads to another. The next thing, you are deported. Yes, some people were deported for somehow they went to a party or they went to a club, and then from there things happened, and maybe they discovered drugs or they discover something, and they just carry all of them because, you know, see, don't forget, number one, this is China. China is a no nonsense country. Number two, you are even black, you are African. You know that. I know we don't like to talk about it, but you know that there's a hierarchy, okay? There's a ladder. So let's say the white people are here, the white experts are here, The other Asian expats are here. Let's say maybe those from Korea, Japan, Singapore, they're here. And which other, let's say those from Iran, Iraq, Pakistan, you know that they are here. Indians, they are here. We are the down bottom of the ladder. So if anything happens, if they will even spare the white person, maybe they will spare the white person and just give the person fine to pay. You will go home. You gonna go home. They're gonna send you home because there's already this idea that, you know, black people are troublesome, or black people start look for trouble, or black, and it is wrong. It is a terrible notion. It is something that we have to work towards changing, but it is just there, and we know that it is there, and we have to consciously turn around that notion, turn around that stereotype. And you doing some of the things that they say you do doesn't even help matters, does it? Okay, that was a little bit too passionate. I don't know why I was sounding like that, but if that message is for you, you better take it. The last point that we have for today is live a little. Okay, live a little. And I know I just talked about, you know, you guys not forgetting your roots and things like that, but I am also here to advise you that whilst you are in China, live a little. And when I say live a little, I don't mean go clubbing. I don't even know why people think or why people feel like going clubbing every weekend, or just drinking, or just being wayward means living life. Like, what are you thinking? That is not living life. You're just destroying your liver with all that drinking and all that smoking. That is not living. Living life means you are taking trips to different places. You are seeing things. You are seeing historical buildings. You are just having a time of your life. Okay, you are developing yourself mentally, spiritually, physically. You are working out. You have a workout routine. You're shedding excess weight. Your skin is glowing. You're having good nutrition. You're drinking your water. You're minding your business. That's what I'm talking about. That is what, in my definition, is to live life. So if you have that warped thinking of living life has to equal doing rubbish things, then wipe it, please. Wipe it from your brain, especially this 2023. See, this year has to be a good year for all of us. That is why I'm bringing you people this type of videos that will help you change your thinking, change your life, and just get the best out of living in this country. Okay, go out with people. Don't be stuck in your room. Yes, you know what I'm talking. Some of you don't like going out. You know, you yes, you know what I'm talking about. You don't like going out. You just stay in your room morning to night, week to week, month to month, year to year. How will you enjoy your life? And then you say you're having depression. Why won't you be depressed? The only thing you are seeing is the four corners of your room, of your dormitory itself, not even an apartment. So you don't even have a living room to walk into. It's just that your dormitory cubicle. You go from your bed to your table, from your table to your bed, from your bed to your table, from your table to your bed. How would you get depressed? But on a more serious note, try to go out. Try to arrange dates with friends. Let's say lunch dates, or sometimes you just even step out. You don't even need to go anywhere. Just step out and walk in nature, and feel the sun on your face, the fresh breeze, the fresh air, and just be thankful. Feel alive. I know that sometimes life in China can get so busy and it's like we don't even have time to live, but trust me, if you plan yourself well and if you have it as a priority to actually live your life in China, you'll find time to do it. And I know that some of us are going to come and say, oh, we don't have money, we are students, we are just collecting, small stipends, and we don't have money to travel. You can actually save your stipend and travel with it. Some of you even have money, but you are not still traveling. Some of you, what you're using your money to do is to go and buy the whole of Taobao and Pinduoduo. Even though that this thing I'm shaking now, I'm on top of it, but then some of you are just interested in buying things or sending money home. Stop always sending money home. Treat yourself, okay? Treat yourself, because me personally, a lot of you know, or some of you don't know, but me personally, I'm an advocate of live life, flex. If you can afford it, flex. You don't even have to break a bank, to go on a trip. You can go on a trip with people, or you can go on a very, very budget-friendly trip that you don't even go far. You take a slow train, and then you just go and see places. And trust me, you always find something to do with little amount of money. Just have it in your mind that, okay, this year I want to flex. I want to flex my life. Apart from flexing your girl or your boy, flex yourself. Some of you self gone have been working in this China and you have made money. You have made a lot of money working in this China, but you're not eating your money. I don't know who will eat it for you. That money you are saving in Access Bank or UBA Bank, who is going to eat it for you? Who? I don't know what you're saving. If Jesus come now, all of us will go to heaven. If my husband was there, he would tell me, you this woman. But this is my slogan, honestly. You only live once, and that's the truth. I'm not saying you should go and blow all your money, but that money that you are saying, sure, if Jesus come now, all of us will go to heaven. And it's finished, it's over. So enjoy your life in the right way. I'm going to wrap up this video right now because it's getting too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching and I hope that you learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my channel if you like to see more videos like this. Also give this video a massive thumbs up and share it to your friends that are living in China or those that are coming to China, or just anyone that you think this video will be helpful to. Okay, I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Hopefully I will see you guys in my next one. For now, bye guys. Mwah. Hey EJ fam, what's good? What's poppin'? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, okay, let's be serious.